Morgan. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful soul family. Just thank you for the support, spreading the word, dropping beautiful comments to me as well as prayers of upliftment is truly appreciated, and I'm sending out the same for you. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, give you good inspiration, good vibes, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or a fellow empath that are going through trying times and just need spiritual guidance or just need confirmation or validation towards life purposes, or even uh, life purposes or even challenges or whatever. Just go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm playing in the background is called Boost. Let me see. Boost Your Aura. Attract positive energy, meditation music, chakra crown balancing, and healing. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I am doing today, Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, right before the doors of blessings open. Heavy challenges will test you, so you need to brace yourself. We're all, it's like our lives are like a chess or checker piece. If you ever played either those two games, I always love playing checkers. Not too much of chess, but checkers I loved. Everything is like we're already in our new chapter, but like I said before, there's things that you're going to be tested on. You already know what your weaknesses are. Everybody has Achilles, whether it's like negative patterns, uh uh self-doubt, confidence, loving yourself, having faith, and patience. All these things are challenging you to the fullest, because it's like, man, I'm going through so much stuff today. My car broke down just a couple of days ago. We had a death in the family. Then it's just me and my daughter here at the time, and her dad had to take care of the family business for the arrangements and stuff like that. The next, my car broke down again. And it was just so much back to back to back to back. I had to get a new battery today. So I was like, okay, it's a blessing. Now I got another battery and all this. But it just seems like things will keep going. It's like they push you to go to that next level. They give you signs like, okay, we want you to go this way. And you go this way, you're like, okay, now what? I'm ready. You told me to do this. Uh, and now I'm stressed out because I don't understand where am I going next. You have to, as hard as it is, because things keep coming at you back to back to back to back to back, and you're like, damn, can I breathe? Can we just tone down some of this daggone, the warnings on going through these things, but life will intensify. So you have to be able to understand, even though it's hard as I don't know what, I'm sitting up here praying, crying and stuff like that. Cause I said, Lord, you already know I'm so spiritually, emotionally, and mentally drained. I'm trying my hardest to keep up this positive outcome, have faith in the positive outcome, or just keeping myself on that positive, high frequency, but it's like when you're going through that human experience, it will take a toll on you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever. But you have to be able to roll with the punches. I had to tell myself that. I said, shake it off. Don't sit up here and be, moping and groping. Just cry, do your kumbaya, dance, sing, whatever, just to get your self-esteem out and get back on track. It's like I had to keep telling myself it's not going to always be this way. I know you're tired of dealing with stuff like this. You're dealing with folks that's just constantly want to take from you. Even when you don't do these things to other people, they want to do it to you. And you're still trying to be like, you know what? God is trying to teach me to forgive. They tested me on that to see, okay, am I going to hold this anger towards that person, or just, pray and ask for assistance for them to remove that anger out of my heart, remove that negative, thought towards that person out of my heart. And I had to do that, and I feel so much better. I said, okay, I'm not gonna do videos today. I said, no, that's the old Roslynn. Don't you do that, because you pissed off and you just want a breather. No, you just take that breather. You ask for assistance, but you have to be able to expect whatever you have been dealing with is your weak form, and you already know. Like I was telling one of my love bugs yesterday. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. We have a bad habit of only, speaking on when things are pushing you into a corner, but you have to be that way. Like, if you're trying to be positive, then you can think about that. And at times we feel like, oh, we're weak at that, but anytime you know where your weak points are and you're admitting your faults on that and you're trying to make that better, that takes strength to do that. Because a lot of people be in denial and want to blame stuff on other people. Because, sorry about that, I said certain things can't be helped. Certain things has to be able to get, take its cycle. It has, wheels have to turn, so you can out for that, because things will get heavy. You will be ready to, like, what, I don't have the strength in me to keep going. And that's usually when your miracles come in. And and it was just like, okay, what is my content going to be today? Because it was like yesterday, it was like things was just coming back to me. Or certain things will come to me when people, me and one of my love bugs, we're having like a little empath counseling or whatever. We're talking about the things we're struggling with, the things that we're doing for that day, or the good things that are happening. I said I try to not um think about what I'm lacking, and I had to ask God for forgiveness for that. Don't sit up here and worry about the things that's lacking. Whatever's been taken from you, you already know it somewhere down the line is about to be replenished. It is, and a lot of times you get that way. Like, I will give my shirt off my back. Just allow me to keep my undergarments, if I can be able to help somebody. And I know I really got my feelings, and I guess it was today, because it was so many different things coming back to back. I had to get me a new battery, but then the daggone cable things wouldn't come off. And usually my ex is one who take care of my car situation, and this popped off, and I was just like, heck, I don't, I'm very antisocial. I really don't talk to anybody here. My girl, she had to work last night, so she still sleeps, so I didn't want to bother her. And it was just so many different things, and it was just like, I guess that was just like my breaking point. I'm like, God, I mean, I keep getting hit back to back to back to back to back. It's just certain situations, things, don't, it's not happening. I know it's just trying me. And I don't have patience like that. I don't have a tolerance for intolerance, tolerance for ignorance. I ain't got tolerance for stupid things. I be like, I'm ready to shut down. But then it's just like, no, you're not gonna do that. You're going to go ahead and, take this breather, meditate for a minute, call on your archangels or whatever it is to give me that uplift, to give me that motivation to keep pushing. You can't stop when you're pissed off at people. You can't stop, when things are just, getting overwhelming for you. A lot of times you have to just breathe and have that time for yourself for a few minutes and just pray. I'm not a religious person, but I do believe all in the whole mighty of God, powers that be, because I've seen miracles happen in my life. I really have. It could have been worse off than what it is. There's a lot of things that I've dealt with in my life, current as well as behind, in my past, that, it was hard to deal with, hard to swallow. I was telling my girl about all the stuff that was going on. And you know what? She's like, Rosalind, you should be so proud of yourself, because just what you're dealing with, it could have been worse. You could have been in, nut house somewhere. I'm like, I've been there a couple of times, but I ain't trying to stay there. But those times were also therapeutic for me. Everything happens for a reason. And there's times where you could be placed in certain places and you're like, God, why am I here? Why are these things happening to me? I need to go somewhere, and I'm trying to leave, but next thing you know, everything is cut off. And it's hard to be able to see a positive outcome when you got so many things coming at you back to back to back. And it's like, it's really trying to test you, it's challenging you. It's like, okay, with all the things you have learned throughout the spiritual awakening, you knowing more about yourself, you're seeing more gifts that you have, more of the things that's been switched off when it comes to your gifts that you weren't aware of, suddenly is getting popped back on because you had to go through those chain of events in your life for, breaking new ground for you. Sometimes it don't seem, evident or, making sense anytime right at that moment. But, now I'm looking at it like, okay, I get it. I understand. You know, um, God was really testing me. Are you gonna, do like you used to do, get mad and just want to sit here and not do nothing except soak in your problems and feel bad for yourself? No. Pray, let it go, let God deal with whatever and whoever is just pushing you there. You know, you have so many blessings that's coming for you, and I had to tell myself that, because I know I was telling one of my love bugs yesterday, we have to stop. And I told them, I said, don't lie to me, because this and this and this and that. They already know I'm so connected to them. They know they can't lie to me. And it was just like, we make this one move. We make that little checker move, but then when they tell us to move, we don't see what's around the corner where they're having what's going to come next. So of course we're going to worry, we're going to panic, we're going to have doubt, we don't feel like we have enough faith. It's frustrating because you don't know what is coming around that corner, and it can be scary because we fear what we don't see. We fear what we don't understand. And you're like, God just wants you to be able to, even though you don't have to be a religious person, but universe and God want you to allow them to trust the process that they're taking you through. Trust that wherever they're taking you to, they're not going to abandon you. They're not sending you out to pasture for you to be defeated. There's a reason why they placed you to where they placed you. Not, and it's just like when I used to look at my life situation. When I first moved here, I was like right around the corner from my mom's ex-husband and his wife. And we lived in an apartment complex. Next, her sisters and stuff stayed down there. And it was just like when I finally started seeing how things was being put, next thing you know, I moved like 2 exits down, and I couldn't afford that house. Next thing you know, I moved 4 exits down because they live on the upper side of my city that I stay in. I stay on the lower south side, and it's like they have no way of coming here, because it was just like when I thought about it, and I was getting frustrated because I couldn't afford it. I wanted to be able to give my kids a good, neighborhood to live in, to where they don't have to worry about crime and, all this disruption, people fighting and stuff outside. They didn't want to live in the ghetto or whatever. But then I noticed where I'm placed at, they don't come here. And then all of a sudden, when I know everything that's transpired, they try to keep the information from me and things that they did. God placed me exactly where I needed to be at. Then they're not gonna come all the way back and forth because they live like about 25 to 30 minutes away from me. So before I knew everything, it's just like before, when I was that close, they had the family watching me to see what I was doing. Like they were supposed to be security guards or whatever, trying to clock everything I was doing all the time and go run back to them and tell them what I was doing. And then I finally got it. And I'm like, God put me in a place where they're not going to go out their way to be trying to come to my house unannounced, because they would do a bad thing about that. And I'm like, you ain't coming to my house. I don't care who you are. It could be President Obama. If you didn't call me first, and you come into my house, you ain't getting in. You're not getting in. But then when I looked at all the things that's going on, a lot of times we don't understand. We get frustrated from where we are being placed at, because it's like, okay, it's not fair. I did what you told me to do. Now what? And it can be very frustrating because you don't know what at that brink. You know beautiful things are about to come to you. You're seeing signs each and every day, but then it's just like the more positive you try to push out, the more heaviness and negative comes at you, and you're like, you know what, I thought y'all told me what's getting pushed out is being brought back in. I'm seeing more negative BS than I'm seeing positive, and I've been doing that. But if it's just like, you have to go through these chain of events to get through your breakthrough, because that the heaviness that's coming along is strengthening you. You might get pissed off. That's all right. Be pissed off. I'd rather get pissed off than pissed on. I don't play that R. Kelly stuff. But I'm just saying, you had to go through all these different things just for you to be able to see where is your tolerance at. Because life is gonna happen left and right, left and right, left and right, and you can't allow yourself to get caught up in every little thing that happens to you. And a lot of times, yes, I understand it could be unfair, it can be annoying. It's like, dang, I'm doing all these beautiful things and this is what I get. And then it was just like, Roslynn, be appreciative about the things that you have. Don't sit up here and focus on the things that you don't have, or the things that people took away, because it's like, that was always my life. There was always somebody taking from me, lying to me, using me to be able to get what they wanted, all those different things. And I used to come to God and say, I'm tired of people taking something from me. I'm tired of people basically feeling like I don't have no right to be happy. It's like it is their destiny to see that I'm miserable as them, and that was sad. And then it was just like, when I look at this situation now, I'm like, thank you, because I prayed even though I was in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie, I was in my feelings. I'm like, Lord, I'm tired of this is really starting to aggravate the hell out of me. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I said, I'm doing the mission. I'm trying to stay on the mission, trying to stay above water, but there's always something yanking me down. But you have to allow yourself to know, don't allow your happiness and allow what negativity a certain situation is, because sometimes that has to happen just for you to be able to get something. Or if there's people that's going out their way to try to hurt you and all that stuff, you have to be able to, pray for them too. Because obviously, for them to want to take from you and they know your situation and all that stuff, you have to be able to just pray for them, because it's just like, normal people ain't gonna go out the way to try to hurt you, But there are certain things that people are going through where they're having to fight themselves. They have daily battles with their self-esteem, their self-image, or whatever that is. And you just have to pray for folks like that. And it's sad at times, you shouldn't have to go through that, but it happens. But you have to also know, you have beautiful things is right around the corner. Like, when I see it, if I look at the visions that are being shown to me, it's like I see so many empaths that are on that, like that second or third step. And then when I see the door, your door is representing all your abundance. It's like I see the door breathing, not in a not an ominous way, but you see these beautiful rainbows and lights and stuff coming from the on the other side of that door, and it's just about to explode for you. And it's like we're in that slingshot, and when you're constantly being pulled back, you're constantly being crapped on, you constantly getting the short end of the stick. Things are getting overwhelming, things are getting heavy, and you have to understand, when you're down to nothing, universe and God is up to something. And it's hard to be able to breathe through that. And a lot of times you have to ask the archangels, take my hand, because this is so much. I'm tired. I've been going through this for so long. And it was just like, I constantly hear my dad or my mom or my grandmother keep telling me how proud they are of me, because they know what I'm going through is not easy. They know what I'm dealing with is not a walk in the park. For me, letting go of things, especially when it has something to do with in-house, to see not nobody out on the street. I'd rather for somebody outside of the street do that. I'm expecting that. But when it came to people that I trusted, or it came to people that I thought that loved me, that was a real hurtful feeling. And I had to be able to face that. They were like, you want the truth? This is your truth. We didn't guarantee you it was going to be, it was going to be a beautiful truth. It was ugly, but it's just, the fact is, when you can see the outcome of the worst thing that has been done to you, and you cry, you get mad for that minute, but you still jump back up, that's strength. That is strength. And there's a lot of times I used to walk away from something, or I would block my own blessings by letting that situation interfere with my grind. And that was like, you remember what all the things you went through? And there's a lot of times you get pissed off and say, the hell with it, this and this and this and that. But I'm just like, no, not. I had to pray, and I asked God to work on my heart, work on my mind, not allow people's negativeness or my situation this negative, looking at it as a negative viewpoint. I'm like, yes, there's a lot of crazy things that keeps popping off in my life that I'm so ready to walk away from. I'm so ready for this daggone chapter to close. But Lord, give me the patience, the motivations to keep dealing and doing what you want me to do. Work on me in my mind, work on me in my essence, work on me in my soul. And it's just like, me being blunt the way I am, me being open, keeping it real about the things that I experience on a daily basis. If you're a Heyoka, you deal with it, and you deal with it hard, to where it gets to that point where it can affect your energy, it can affect your health, it can affect your frame of mind, the way you think. But that's when that strength is when you're allowed, even though you have the most crappiest situations come to you back to back to back to back to back, you have to learn how to have that bounce game back. You have to be like one of those, that pogo stick, them pogo sticks back in there. Even though I almost broke my neck on a couple of them things, but I remember they had that ball. I forgot what that thing was back in the day. If you were in the 90s, if you were one of them 90s kids like I was, there was this little bounce ball that it has a ball and it has that little saucer thing around it. You hold your feet on it. BOGO, I forgot what that thing was, but I remember that. I don't know why that just came in my mind, but it was basically showing me about my situations that are coming up, because everything is starting to wrap up for you, and you got signs left and right where you're in the door. There's like no matter what darkness is starting to creep up on you and praying for your downfall, it's already set. You're just waiting for that to come, but you have to keep on maintaining that positive spirit. You have to maintain that frame of mind that this too shall pass. Just because I'm having a bad experience doesn't mean I'm having a bad life. Change the way you're speaking of things. Change the way you're thinking of things, because your self-conscious is only reacting to you. And I had to tell myself that your vibe is acting to you because you're not seeing the blessings that was coming out of that dark time. You have to be able to appreciate those things. And I really had to say, God, forgive me for doing that. You're only teaching me to be a better person. You're already teaching me, even though if somebody is like an asshole towards me, don't never change my character. You can keep it real. You don't have to, let yourself be walked on, but allow yourself to know certain times you just don't need to respond to folks. The other day I had to do that. I said what I said, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna allow nobody else to do that again. Next time they want to act ignorant, I'll just block them and don't even respond. But yet that day they tried to pull that race card and that sexist card all in the same comment. And I say, if you really know Heyoka the way you were, that was the most dumbest thing you could have did, because you will get the memo from me. You will. Usually I just delete stuff and just keep on laugh. I'll laugh and keep on going. It's like, best that hard. But no, you got that business that day. I ain't heard nothing else from, because I said, no, I'm not going to block you. I'm going to just see what you're going to come with after that, because my comeback is really strong. I ain't got to cut you. I ain't got to pop a hole in you. But my words can do all that and above. But you got to keep it moving. Allow yourself to know that, things are going to happen, but you have to allow yourself to not make yourself be moved. You have blessings coming against you, and you're being very careful with your words. You're being careful about how you look at things, how you judge people. I try not to judge people too much, because it's like what you're saying to them is what you feel about yourself. So I try not to do that. Not saying if I do, I ask God to forgive me for that. But it's a blessing that's coming very soon, because it's going to just be testing you left and right. So you have to be able to prepare yourself for that. You have to be able to, put that armor on. Allow yourself to know, okay, I'm okay for being upset about this, but let me just breathe through it for a minute and just keep it moving. Don't allow one little situation, because you have to understand, if you're always negative about something, world is not happening to you. Life is not happening to you. It's just reacting to you. And I had to keep telling myself that like attracts like. So you have to be able to just roll with the punches and say, Lord, give me this energy and positive frame of mind to keep maintaining and doing whatever your will is. Let me keep on serving humanity, because it's like, even though there'll be some people that doubt me, or, want to be doing that passive aggressive, dropping comments and stuff, you're just speaking out your weaknesses towards me. It ain't gonna stop me from doing what I do, because I get so many. I might get one or two type of negative comments every once in a blue moon. I don't get them that much, and that's a blessing. But I love what I do. I love being able to tell my truth, because it's helping so many people. To allow you to know there's more people out here like me. I'm not alone. I'm not losing my mind. It's a beautiful thing when you have found your family, spiritual soul family, to know that we're all in this together. We're all on different levels fighting different devils. But just to know, when God says yes, it don't matter who the hell else says no. He wants you to be happy. Universe wants you to be happy. They have blessings waiting for us, just because of all the hard stuff we went through. All the things that has been taken from us is about to be replaced 10 times fold than what was taken away. All because you maintain. You're anointed and you're doing your job. You're playing your service to humanity. That's why I love being able you know to be able to help people, send them that kind word. You already have enough ugly people out here in the world that's being hateful, being deceitful, throwing roadblocks in there because they see what beautiful things are coming your way and they feel like you're not entitled to that. You're worthy of everything that comes to you, and a lot of times beautiful blessings might come to you, and you might have been in a frame of mind, a negative frame of mind for so long that you felt like you weren't worthy of what you're receiving. And we have to stop doing that. Even though you might have been in a dark place where you've been abused, you've been mistreated, you've been neglected, you've been abandoned, but you are still here. You're still here. It can be, I try to be humble. I really try to be humble. It's like, oh, if you only knew. But then when you start seeing how other people are going through different things, you really never know somebody's story until they open up their life and tell you their story, you know? And it's just like, when there's times where I just can't breathe and I'm like, God, why you got me going through this? I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be good. I'm not trying to, be like other people are, trying to change my character of being positive to hurt somebody because they went back and hurt me. I'm trying my hardest. And he understands that. It ain't easy. What we're dealing with is not easy because you're dealing with a long line of generational trauma, abuse, neglect, abandon, all these different things. And everything's harping down on you all at one time. And at times it can feel unbearable. It can really feel unbearable. But just because you fall down and you get back up, you fall down and you get back up, that is what they want to see from you because you're not giving up. You're not giving up. That's why they put you in the place that they put you in because they already knew it might have pissed you off. It might have threw you off a little bit, but you came right back. You were that boomerang. You came right back. And that's where they were like, see, I told you can do this. And when you finally get all those blessings, you're going to be so happy that you didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up on the things you're trying to do to better your life as well as help others along the way. You might have had a crappy day, but then you were telling somebody, hey, it's going to be all right. And then when you constantly do that, that'll make you feel good. Like right now, I'm speaking my truth. And I feel so much better about that. I'm not complaining. It could be a lot worse for me. Even though I was really going through it for the last few days, and it was just like a domino effect to me, family dying. And it's just like when you already know you're an empath like that, you're receptive of catching every emotion is all around you. And with it coming from two different people in my house, oh, Lord, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. So, allow yourself to take that time out to calm your vibrations. Don't sink to that level of desperation, anger, mad, you know, um, throwing yourself a pity party. You have to keep telling yourself this too shall pass. This is just an intense time, but better days are coming. When you keep on saying, even though I'm going through this right now, and even though I'm pushing out positivity and negative is coming back to me, is trying to test you. Whatever your Achilles is, if you don't have faith, all these different things gonna put into you, and blessings gonna keep coming to you to where you have no choice but to see how faith works, how prayer works for you. You know, if you don't have belief within yourself or within the universe, they will put you in certain situations to uplift your confidence, make you have your self esteem rise to the point where you might be scared of heights. How far are you gonna be going? When you don't have patience, they will put you in certain situations where you have no other choice but to wait and keep maintaining that positive frame of mind, no matter how bad it gets, because you already know when that door opens for you, everything you're praying for, you about to get. But just on top of that, you're going to get 10 times more just because of the things you had to deal with, and they knew how hard it was. And then when you finally get it, don't ever stop thanking them for giving it to you, because they can always snatch that away. So allow yourself to be humbled by the situations that keeps occurring into your life. Allow yourself to know better days are coming. Just because the storm is heavy on me now, it's gonna eventually, the sun gonna shine. And all you got to do is just keep on going and be appreciating, showing that gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all, I didn't think I was going to do any videos today because there was so much stuff happening today. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to allow that to stop me. I still push out something. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Zaya's mom. Much love to you. Welcome to the fam. Um, and Alex Coley, much love to you as well. You know, if you're just now subscribing to my channel, welcome. Welcome to our beautiful soul family. Um, Go ahead and drop a line and let me know if you resonate so I can give you a post notification shout out. And Robert Cole, much love to you as well. Um, Share, give me a thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel. You never know, somebody might need help or, just need guidance along their way. And I help out as much as I possibly can. And like I said, if you're not comfortable with dropping a line because there's things that you're going through and you really want me to be able to help, you got questions and concerns, is just networking, because I've been getting some kind of messages, hey, you fine, no, I appreciate it, thank you, but no, there ain't that type of party. But I'll help out as much as I can. If I can't find an answer for you, I can guide you to where you need to be. So you can look me up under Facebook Messenger, send me a short text, let me know what's going on and what you need assistance with, and I will gladly help you out as best as I can. So I hope you have a blessed weekend. Be responsible of everything you do. If you need to have that woosah moment, say your kumbaya yas, whatever, do that, but allow yourself not to stay in that funk. You don't need to be that way. Being able to reflect on it and keep it moving. Like I said, reflect, realize, release, and reset. That's all you got to do. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out love, light, and positivity as well as prosperity vibes. You never know when your kind words and your vibrations and frequencies can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Be wild.